Hi everyone, it's John the Dyslexic Geek here. Today I'm going to give you a brand new tour of my Lego room. Since my last room tour, I think 4 or 5 months ago, I completely changed my Lego room again. This past week I've been working hard to get my Lego room a bit more organised and tidied up. Made some major changes. As you can see behind me, I've got some brand new shelving which has really helped alleviate my storage issues. And I've now got a plan to sort of future-proof my Lego room. So what I've done, I'm really pleased with. This is now, I think, my 4th or 5th of these room tour videos. I think now I've finally got to my Lego room to a really good standard, and I'm really happy with it. And I really would like to show you around and show you exactly what I've done and show all my sets on display. So starting off with my new shelving, these are the IKEA, I think Vittsjö, I think these are called. Now these shelves are absolutely awesome. I'm so happy with these. They really are quite stunning. A big upgrade from the bitty bookcases, as you can see on the right here. These shelves are really classy, they're nice quality, and they really do accommodate lots of Lego sets. Now the big benefit of these shelving, they are long, wide and tall. So as you can see, they're very deep, so you can get lots of sets inside them quite easily. The problem with the bitty bookcases, they are quite shallow in terms of depth, but these are really nice and wide. And as you can see, it has these really nice classy glass shelves, although it will require a lot of dusting, but that's I don't mind that whatsoever. But in terms of my collection, yeah, I finally got this on display, and I'm really pleased to be able to show pretty much all my sets on display in one room. Now I can see them all. They do look fantastic. I'm really pleased with this layout. I'm sort of might change it a little bit, but at the moment this is the layout I've got at the moment. I'm quite happy with this. I'm finally able to display my Viking village with the Viking ship. I'm not being able to do that yet, so I'm really thrilled to see that. I'm really happy to be able to have that on display. Then we move up to the third shelf. That's another bonus of these Vittsjö shelving. You do get basically 5 levels of shelving, which is quite magnificent. And as you see here, start off with my Harry Potter collection, which I think looks great, with diagonally, and looks awesome along there. Got the train. I think that looks really good. That's the best way I can think of displaying it. I was trying to work out how I'm going to do it, but that looks alright for the most part. Moving on there, I've got a few of my brick heads as well, dotted all over. I've got Gringotts, but then now down below I've got the mine section. It's quite an awkward set to display, but I'm quite happy with that layout. That's how it really works for me. Unfortunately for my Star Wars collection, much of these like the A-Wing and the Snowspeeder, they were one of my very first Lego sets when I got back into the hobby, but unfortunately they really are badly sun damaged, which is a real shame. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but lessons learned. I never really thought about that 10 years ago when I brought both of these sets, so that's a bit unfortunate, but there we go. Maybe when Lego do more of them again in the future, I'll get new ones. So moving back up top, of course in the middle I've got my Bricklink general store, which is good. I might move that because it's not a very big, it's a big shelf and it's not a very big set, so yeah, I'm going to experiment with that a little bit, so that's quite cool. So yeah, that's that on there. Then moving up top to the 4th shelf, I've got Optimus Prime there behind Rivendell, and I love seeing Rivendell on here. That looks just absolutely awesome. The only sort of downside of these shelves, I suppose, are these like bars, but it's not an issue really. It's a small thing to nag about, but can't complain at all really. They look fine on there. Yeah, it looks really good. I've got a light kit installed on there, so when I turn that on at some point when it gets dark, yeah, this is going to look really nice. Then moving along, I've got my medieval blacksmith and my Lion Knight's castle, which I think goes really well together actually. I wasn't sure. Now I'm so happy to have my Lion Knight's castle on display in my Lego room. This for the last 2 or 3 months has been out on the landing on the bookshelf out there because I didn't have room in here for it, but I'm so pleased to be able to have it in here and to be able to look at it, and yeah, I'm really pleased. It felt a bit left out on the shelf out on the landing, but yeah, it looks awesome on there. I'm really pleased with that. I'm surprised just how well it actually does go with the blacksmith, and even though they're out of scale with each other. When I do eventually build my medieval town square, I'll probably move the blacksmith and put that somewhere else and put the town square in there, but there's another set that I need to build at some point, but I'll get onto that. And on the very top shelf I have my D&D set, which looks awesome up there with the red dragon. I've got my Benatar, that's up there as well, the Disney camera, and Concord. I think that's the best place I can put it. I think these shelves are just fantastic, they really are. I do highly recommend anyone to get these. They're expensive, don't get me wrong. This setup, both these did cost me £150 to get these, but I think they're worth every single penny. So yeah, I'm really pleased with them. It's taken a long time to get these shelving. As I say, they're expensive, but they are worth it, and they really are a nice upgrade from the bitty bookcases. Then moving on round to the right, I've got one of my early bitty bookcases. So down there, I've got the Peugeot hypercar. I've got a few, because I've got some shelving in here, so this is more expandability. I've got a few bits in here, so just a bit more storage. So I've got more. So when I build more sets, I've got more space. In here, I've got one of my Star Wars the throne room diorama, my Chinese New Year dragon, and I've got my Quinjet. Move on to the top shelf here. I've got my Ninjago markets. That looks awesome on there. I will be moving that at some point, but it looks fine in there at the moment. And of course, I've got my lighthouse, the Ideas lighthouse. Then moving back up top here onto this shelf, I can see the UCS TIE Interceptor, the Icons Hedwig for Harry Potter, and my UCS X-Wing. So that looks cool. Then on the shelf, I've got my Silent Mary and my very first 1987, 88 pirate ship, which is really cool. It's probably my oldest set in my collection, or one of them. I really love that pirate ship, so that's quite cool. Then moving on to this top shelf here, this is the same as it was in the last video. So my Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle modular sets. I don't really have much room for those at the moment, so that's how they're going to stay. I don't really envision me changing that. Then moving around, the biggest change I've made in this Lego room is I have taken down my Lego city. You can see that I've got the table there. Unfortunately, realistically, it took up way too much space for this little room. It was nice when I had it, but it took too much room up, and it only really accommodated eight or nine sets on there. So in order to get more space, I've taken it down, and that will have to wait now for my Lego room in the future. It was nice when I had it, but it took up way too much room. So what I've got on here, I've got a Cadax, and I've got it laid down horizontally or long way, whichever way you call it. So this is where I've got all my modulars now. So I've got them all laid out on here. There is one or two missing, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, I think this looks good, seeing that I've got the row plates on there. So it's a good compromise. I still get to get my modular city laid out, which is quite happy with. But yeah, I've got all my Speed Champions cars on there as well. So yeah, it's a good compromise. It's a shame I take my Lego City down, but right now, yeah, space is more of a priority than that really. And on top there, I've got my mid-scale Millennium Falcon and Tantu 4. I think they look alright on there, but that'll do for now. It is nice seeing it all in one row, and yeah, I think that's quite cool. Then moving down, I've got my Pac-Man, Home Alone, the Red London Telephone box. I've also got the Batmobile there as well. Also got the family, I think, reunion celebration. That's cool, so that slots in there just nicely. I've got the Dorado Fortress. My very first X-Wing. This is my very first Lego set that I brought when I got back into Lego, and I think in 2013, I think it was, or 2012. I can't quite remember, but yeah, it's really cool down there. So I've got two more gaps in there for other sets in the future. Then moving around here, I've got a double stacked Billy bookcase. So down there, I've got my A-frame and Tranquil Gardens. Up there, I've got my Indiana Jones, the Harry Potter Grim Old Place, and the Hocus Pocus. Then moving up, I've got my Disney 100 Disney Villains Disney Villain Icon set. My 3-in-1 Red Fox, which I absolutely adore. That's lovely. I love the little fox. And I've got the micro scale Hogwarts Castle, which looks awesome on there. I might move that over to the other side, but that'll do there for the moment. Now my absolutely star of this shelving is this. I'm thrilled with this. I finally finished building Barad-dûr, and it goes incredibly well with the Tower of Orthanc. This is awesome. I love looking at this. I can't quite believe just how tall the Barad-dûr set is. I will be doing a review for this in the future, so keep an eye out for that. But at the moment, I've got it on there, and it's big and heavy. It really was trying to get it lifted on there. It was, yeah, without it dropping. So yeah, I really was a bit careful with that, but that looks awesome on there. I've also got the black gate in front of the Tower of Orthanc as well. Yeah, it looks, they go in so well together. As I move back, you can get a bit more of a sense of scale of them. They go so well. I'm so thrilled with them. I really now do have the two towers. That looks awesome. And up top there, I've got my Tumbler, and I've got my Tales of the Space Age. So that is it for this room. I'll go out into the landing and show you my other shelf that I've got. So moving on to the bookcase that I actually have on the landing, and for one specific reason. So I've got a bit of an overflow with other bits and pieces on there. This is where I also keep my winter sets. I mean, that when I get more shelving, but for the moment they're okay up here. But the big thing of having this out here is I've got all my tool sets, and the three of them which I do find difficult to display. So I've got the Avengers Tower, the NASA Artemis, and the Haunted House. Now these are so tall, they are really awkward to display, and this is the only way I can actually at the very moment accommodate them. They look fine on there. I would like to get them back in the Lego room soon, but for the moment they'll have to do out here because I don't have room in there, as you can see. But yeah, they all go well together. Actually, quite nice seeing them all together. I do love how tall the Avengers Tower is. That looks awesome. I do miss that being in the Lego room, but it'll go back in there in the future. So that is my Lego room as it is at the moment. I do have room for expansion. So what I'm planning on doing, I'm going to be getting another load at some point of these Vittsjö shelves, and then putting them along here. I can get the exact same what I've got on here over here, but they are expensive, so that will be something for the future. But that is so my Lego room is somewhat future proof. I've got a little gap in here, so I can easily possibly get another one of these. These are 2 units that I've got a 2 and a single, so I might be able to get a single one of those in here. I have to work on that, but if not, I can always get another one of these. I mean, these particular ones are like £50, I think, and the big ones are 100. So I'm getting I can always get a small one and maybe slot it in there to sort of help alleviate the issues. But right now it's fine as it is. I've got a bit of storage room for future sets. So going forward, I do have a plan to help even alleviate all my storage issues. So if I get another one of these Vittsjö units, I will have plenty of space going forward. Yeah, so I'm pretty much future-proof my Lego room for a little while. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with it. I think my display looks good. So I'm very happy with my Lego room. I've made some big changes. Now somewhat future-proof my Lego room as well. I've got multiple upgrades that I can do. My biggest issue for the past few months has been running out of space fast. That's the problem with Lego sets. They do take up a lot of room, and as the more sets I buy, it does get more and more challenging. But now I think I've solved the problem now, and I've alleviated those issues. And now, at least until I get a new Lego room in a new house in the future. But right now, I've got plenty of expandability, and yeah, I can store now lots more Lego sets. I still have to work out how I'm going to display my really tall Lego sets, but fortunately, you don't really get many of those throughout the year, so that's not so much of an issue. And with the shelving that I have now, I can pretty much accommodate any kind of Lego set. Well, maybe not the UCS Star Wars sets, and those will take a little bit of thought out, but I don't have many of those built up yet. I've got the UCS gunship obviously, but that's downstairs. But I still need to work out how I'm going to put the Venator and the Razor Crest. Those will probably be for when I get a new Lego room. I don't really have space in this Lego room for them, but that's something for the future to look forward to. So there we go, that is my Lego room as it is at the moment. I'm very happy with it. I think this is definitely the best incarnation yet. It's grown from strength to strength since starting this channel, and I've now got it to a stage where I'm very proud of it. So let me know in the comments what you think of my Lego room. I think I've got a good display. Could I please ask leave a like? And if you've enjoyed today's video, I'm very grateful if you consider subscribing today. I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Thanks very much for watching today.